All right, welcome again to our Sunday service. Good to be in the house again with everybody that's here. Don't forget, we keep saying if you want to come back to church, we're glad to have you back. But let us know by Friday, 5 o'clock, as some people have been doing. What we try to do then is by Saturday morning for sure, get back with you, make sure that that's okay, and just kind of give you the thumbs up. If you've already been coming or something like that and you forget, just come on back. It's not a problem. We'll just work it out. But of course, if you're interested in coming back, we do have a place. Just try to let us know. We said by Friday at 5, go on the website, go to the contact page, and we will and just put there and it'll send us an email and we can kind of get back with you. Also, don't forget right now, if you want to, you can invite somebody to church. You know, Sister Lori's been playing around back there. You just go on the website and what you do is you look at that. Wow. There's the website. All you got to do is go on the website. You see that little blue tab, say live stream, just click it and it'll take you to the live stream. And there you'll be able to see what's going on in the live stream will play. So you can invite somebody to church now and you would be able to do that at this time. All right. Also, don't forget, on the website, also, there's a contact page and also there's a place for giving and all this other stuff, which we'll talk about when we get to the giving. But basically, it's let me say a resource that I think is probably more underutilized and necessary, because sometimes people will ask me questions that the answers are kind of on the website. I mean, so we want to get a little more kind of fluid in dealing with it, I think would be a good thing. But anyway, we're still continuing our safe distancing, doing as the governor has requested that we do. Everything is still working out well. We don't have any reported cases, at least internally to the church, where we've had any problems that have created for us to have to do anything different than what we've been doing. We thank God for that. And as we continue to move forward, as more and more people are being vaccinated, we anticipate before too long, everybody will just be back to doing what we were doing. Hopefully a little bit different, because this time I think has given people an opportunity, at least I think, to give some thought to how their lives are, affected, if you will, by the things that matter to God. Don't forget the podcast, of course, if you want to cut out all these announcements and everything that we're doing every week. At the same time, you can give somebody a link to the podcast. That message is out there. It's going all around in different places. Like I said, we had somebody, I think, from Albania the other day listening. I've been trying to get a little information on how to transcribe some of these messages or have them redone in different languages and stuff, but that's a little bit more complicated and a little more complex, because you're dealing with a lot of translation and all of that, whether it's people understand words that you use, what they might mean in some. So there's a lot to that, but we're going to continue to keep trying to stretch and do what it is that we feel the Lord would want us to do. Don't forget, love never fails. We're going to continue to try, as we've said before, to keep pressing out. Like I said, right now is this pandemic thing has just kind of made everything a little more difficult. I mean, so things that are as simple to do at this particular point in time. Sister Lori has those doing now with blankets for the sick and the elderly, and there's a lot of different things that are going on. But again, even when you want to give these things out, there's some issues as it relates to making sure that things are properly sanitized and all of that, and depending on where you're going or what you're going to do. So again, I think, though, that this has given us an opportunity as a local church to be able to kind of reassess even our outreach and how we want to do that and how we want to proceed forward with those things. So I thank God for what's going on with that. She'll continue to keep you guys in the loop. Some of you are already assisting her, understand, and so that's good. We appreciate it and appreciate everything that you're doing. Let's see. Matter of fact, one of the things we talked about, and this was not necessarily connected to that part of our outreach as much as, and we still haven't really resolved whether or not it makes sense that all outreach will then just kind of fall under that. It may just be simpler to do it that way. But we were talking about like this last storm that happened. And of course, there were a lot of people in Texas who didn't have water and stuff like that. And although we're not in you know, everybody has a specialty, and you got to know what your assignment is so that you don't get yourself caught up in stuff that's not for you. But at the same time, that's not an excuse not to do things where you can, you know. So if you can load up a few items and take it to somebody that matters, then in that situation, we try to be able to manage to do something. Let's talk about a devotional. Don't forget, we've got our devotional that goes out. Quarterly devotional. We've got the yearly devotional. I told you what I would do on Sundays. I just start reading the devotional for that particular day. So February 28th devotional is Matthew 24:12. And it says, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And it's entitled, They Know Not What They Do. The times that we live in are becoming darker each day. As that in the last days, the rampant spread of evil would cause many to grow cold of kindness, God's chaste, and his forgiveness of sinners. When we turn our attention to what Jesus did, how he extended himself to his enemies, we find hope in God. This hope continues to renew and rekindle our spirit as we move through each day, fulfilling the command of God to love our neighbors. So with that, we pray that God will assist you, and at least hope that some of that will help you in your daily walk with Jesus. Now, let's not forget, which you all don't, tithes and offerings. I want to say that again, when we put that little website deal up there, we talked about you can go to the website jciln.org. To your smartphone and text through 73256. Some people come by, drop it off and things like that. That's fine. But on the website, again, there's a tab. Go down there for giving. You click on it, and it'll take you to the church